Welcome. As women in business, we're so busy being busy. We're juggling life and business, and we're in the hustle. And that's when we lose sight of who we really are. This podcast is here to inspire and empower you to unleash you, the one that's been hiding behind all the roles that you play. Weekly episodes will help you to find fun, energy, and flow in life, and also give you tips and tools so you can have a successful yet simple business. My guests and myself talk all things mindset, spirituality, relationships, and of course business. Live the life that you've been dreaming of. Now, let's get to the good part. Welcome to today's episode of the Sharon Cliff podcast. Now, today's episode is so much fun, because it is called 8 Ways to Have More Fun in Your Life. Now, Groucho Marx had a great saying: if you're not having fun, then you're doing something wrong. And are you wondering how to have fun because you can't even remember the last time you actually felt entertained, the last time you actually had fun? Now, this year I'm turning 48, and I feel that people are no longer having fun, especially once we get into adulthood. And we go to that phase where we've got adult children, we actually forget, or we don't even know how to have fun these days. Now, I want you to stop and think, when was the last time that you had fun, when you actually really enjoyed doing something? And you might want to pause this episode and think about that and then come back and press play. But I really want you to think about that, and don't just think, oh, yeah, back then. Just really go deep on that and think, when did you really have fun? When you smiled, when you laughed, when you felt energized, when you felt that buzz. That's what I want you to think about. When was the last time that you created that sensation in your body? The laughter, the smile, the fun, the energy, the goosebumps. When did you last have that experience? And then I want you to then think about what a great feeling that was. And wouldn't you want more of that in your life? As busy people, we get up, we go to a job. Most of the time we hate it. We don't love it. We come home, we do dinner, we watch TV, we go to bed, we get up and we do it all again the next day. Remember that movie Groundhog Day? That's what we're doing every day. And don't get me started how many people waste their entire weekends just doing boring chores and catching up on errands. Carve out some time through the week to do that so your weekends can be fun. As a human race, we are so freaking bored, and we've had such a last couple of years of just boredom. And unfortunately, too many of us are boring. We get caught up with the kids and the house and the jobs and the chores and parents and dogs and cats and lives that we actually forget to have fun. We don't even think, I need to have fun. We actually totally forget about fun. And, I'm not perfect. I don't have, I'm not saying every day in my life is full of fun. We're all human, but I do make a point of trying to bring some kind of fun into my day. Every night we sit down at the dinner table and we say, what did you learn and what made you smile? So, what made you smile? Or, is that still emphasis on fun? What made you happy? What made you smile? What made you laugh? So every day we're consciously bringing that fun or bringing that smile or happiness into our lives and to our kids' lives, and to anyone that comes to our dinner table also experiences that. And I try and make a point of having, more sort of fun on the weekend, and it could be simple. Like on a Saturday morning, we've got this thing now, my husband and I, that we go out to the shop and we get acai bowls, and we often take one to my daughter at work. It's simple, but it's fun because we get there and we try and work out which bowl we're going to have this time, and then working out whose bowls, because they never think to write on which bowl is which. So we've always got to try and work it out. It's fun going into Woolies with the bag of acai bowls and then giving it to my daughter, because it just cracks her up every time. It could be just as simple as singing and dancing in the kitchen while you're cooking breakfast on a Sunday and making coffee or unpacking the dishwasher. That's fun. Walking with my friend, we have so much fun when we do that. It could be looking back through my camera roll at embarrassing photos of the kids and having fun with them and laughing back at photos from years ago, trying to work out which twin was which. Or it could be just doing something new that you've never done before, like the moment where we're about to demolish our house, and we're starting to, remove laundry sinks and take shutters out of windowsills, and we're learning how to, smash things out and smash ceilings and break things. And it's so much fun, and it's something that we've never done before. And when you have fun on the weekend, you go back to work on a Monday morning and you're excited to be there, and it makes you a better person, a better spouse, a better parent, a better friend. And so there is no downside of having more fun. Now today, let's get into the fun. I've compiled some easy tips to liven up your days just a little, because, hey, everyone deserves to have some fun. And I know you're excited. So here is my 8 ways to add fun into your life. Number 1, give yourself permission. And I know this sounds weird, and we're not in school, but people have the tendency to neglect their psychological needs and forbid themselves to actually have real fun. And sometimes it's unconsciously. So many people don't give themselves permission to have fun because they think it'll detract from the responsibilities. I'm a parent, I can't have fun. I'm a business owner, I can't have fun. And they feel like they're not allowed to have fun. And and at work we think, we can't have fun, or we can't leave until we've got all the work done. Well, that's impossible, because there's always work to do. It's the same at home. There's always work to do. So stop doing what you're doing and go and have some fun. Life is meant to be fun. When we were kids, we had fun. Why can't we have fun as adults? Now, kids love to see their parents having fun, especially if it's with them. Who doesn't want to have fun as a family? We all have things that we're responsible for, but we do need to remember that, yes, we're responsible and we're adults, and, we have humans that we're responsible for, but we also need to have fun and give ourselves permission to do that, because you'll be a better person for it. Number 2, daydream. Remember when we were kids and we just used to dream and fantasize and make up all these amazing things? And, in adult life, if you daydream, it gets a bad rap. But daydreaming is actually your mind's way of sending your soul a message. If you daydream in a positive manner, you'll be amazed at how creative your mind can be and the little secrets that it will tell you. So, if you take a few minutes during the day and just sit and be quiet and just let your mind wander, make a cup of coffee, grab a glass of wine, pour a beer, and just sit down and just let your mind wander. Dream about the life you've had, the life that you'd like to have. And anything is possible in your dreams. So just let loose. Don't hold back. But just, pay attention to where your mind wanders. And you know what? It doesn't matter how foolish that your thoughts are. Grab a pen and a piece of paper and write down what you come up with. You'll be amazed at some of the creative ideas that you have, or, ideas of things that you might want to do, or, do things with people that you love. Holiday destinations you can go to, new ways that you can rearrange things at home, new ways of working, new ways of getting clients, new holiday destinations with your kids, things to do with work and also on the home front. And, it's that old saying, if you want to know where your heart is, look where your mind goes. Where does it wander? So that's that, a little bit of daydreaming is number 2. Number 3, fun by changing those boring routines. Life gets so boring so quick. If you're swirling around in the same routine every single day, it's so easy to fall into the trap of boredom. Remember that Groundhog Day I spoke about before? So let's be honest and start to really think about your routine and how desperate you are for a change. When you're doing the same thing all the time, it's great to have routine. It's great to have structure. But we don't want to do that at a detriment to your health and not have fun. It's logical. We do need structure. We all have to work. We've got kids to look after. We've got, commitments that we've got to do. We've got responsibility, all that sort of stuff. But it doesn't mean we're doomed. We still need to enjoy a little bit of fun through the week, on the weekend. It's about how we implement fun activities into those routines, into your days, into your weekends. So that boring routine has a break in it. So the boring routine is broken up by fun. So, some of the things you do with your routine. On a Sunday, sleep in. Maybe there's one day during the week where you don't have to be at work at 8 o'clock or 9 o'clock in the morning, and you can have a sleep in, and you can work 10 till 6 instead of 9 to 5. You could go out for breakfast I'm not really going out for breakfast person. Yes, I go and get my acai bowl on a Saturday, but generally we take it home and eat it. Sometimes we were we got bored the last sort of month and we were bringing it home and eating it. So last week we actually sat in the cafe and ate it, and it was so much fun because we saw people coming in and out, getting their orders, looking at what they were ordering. It was just it's a really funky cafe, so it's a cool environment. And so we broke up that routine so it didn't become boring. It was the first sort of 3 or 4 weeks we started to do it, it was fun because we picked a different thing from the menu every time. But then once we got used to the menu and we tried everything, it became boring. So then we sat in the cafe. So it made it more exciting. So yeah, you can go out for breakfast. If you're someone like me and you pretty much wear the same color, I generally wear black. I love it. It hides all the food that I spill myself. If you want to add a bit of fun, wear a bold color, wear a funky top, wear some funky earrings. If you usually just wear stud earrings, wear some big bold dangly earrings. Go a different way to work, whether you drive, walk, or cycle, go a different way. I was at my mum's place last week and I turned up this other road and she goes, oh, this isn't the way. I said, no, I like to go a different way each time. She's got all these different back streets to her house. I said, I want to go a different way so I can see different things. It's more fun than going the same way. You can listen to music while you clean. Oh, we've got the radio going all day, every day. Turn up the music and get some beats on. Make cleaning fun. When you go to the shops and do your grocery shopping, I went to the shops grocery shopping yesterday, and my son's like, oh, check out the flowers I've got at the front. He's obviously thinking about Valentine's Day next week with his girlfriend, but, buy some fresh flowers. When we had our house for sale, when I'd go shopping, I'd buy some fresh flowers and put them in the kitchen, and it was beautiful. Treat yourself. It could be just, they were $8 from Woolworths, a bunch of flowers, and it made him smile. It made the house smell beautiful. Go on a date night every night now and then. You know what? It doesn't have to be to a fancy restaurant. Grab some takeaway and go and sit. Go and sit in a park, or go and sit down by the water. Go and lay a picnic rug on your back grass. Do something different. Get out of the normal sitting at the dinner table boring routine. So that's a great way that you can have fun that doesn't have to cost money, just by changing some boring routines. Okay, number 4. Living in the moment. Again, we get so caught up in planning what we're doing today, tomorrow, next week, next month, next year. We forget to be present in the moment, and I am 100% taking responsibility that I'm a planner. We're actually going to Bali in June, and I think we're going for like 14 nights. We've only booked like 9 nights accommodation because we're going to be spontaneous. We're going to have fun. We're going to leave those last 4 or 5 nights to when we get there, and then book them spontaneously because it's fun. Instead of planning out the whole trip, my husband goes, oh, we've still got to plan those last couple of nights. No, you know what? Let's leave it till we get there and plan it. Let's see where it takes us. Spontaneous, changing our routine, having fun. So, when you're planning, it's okay to plan, but plan some fun in there. If you know that you're going to be really busy with work and with kids, plan some fun in there through the week, midweek. So, on a Wednesday, plan some fun. On the weekend, make sure you've got some fun. And being really present, if you're sitting in the lounge with the kids, just be really, don't be sitting there on the phone. Be present with what's going on around you. Just being really present with what you're doing. If you're sitting there eating a beautiful meal, when we're sitting there eating our acai bowls, you're actually sitting there and, looking at the different colors of the fruits and looking at, the different nuts and all the different, it's such an amazing experience with the acai bowls because there's so much in it, the different fruits and yogurts and nuts and all the different things that are in it. And it's just like, it's like a party in your mouth. Like it's just an explosion of different flavors and textures, and just really being present in the moment and really tasting it and feeling the different textures as goes into your mouth, and just really taking in the flavors and enjoying it. At some point, you get that head freeze because it's so cold because it's made from frozen berries, and just really being present. The more present you are, the more that you'll actually notice that you have fun and you do laugh. And when you really lean into the moment and be more present, you're not worrying about what you're going to do tonight. You're not worrying about what you're going to do tomorrow, what you're going to do next week, because you're being present. So you're going to have more fun and you're going to laugh because you're not, instead of, you're going to be more present. You're not actually thinking about what you're doing. Your mind's not wandering, actually being present with what's going on. And you can always find pleasure in something. And, as I said, as simple as eating a acai bowl, it's fun. And yet all the different things like, oh, there's a different berry at the bottom, or there's a bit of coconut. It's always like, a little treasure hunt, because you never know what you're going to find in it. And even just clean up, having fun by having music going and, moving your body, going outside and having the breeze blowing your hair and having the sun on your face, playing with your kids, playing with your dog or your cat. If you've got kids running around going crazy, get in and go crazy with them, run around with them. If they're, jumping in the pool, go and jump in the pool with them. If they run under the sprinkler, go and do it too. Have fun with the kids. You really need to learn how to have fun and notice what it is. And when you're having fun and you're laughing and smiling, like, at the dinner table now, we just have so much fun listening to everyone's, version of what they learn and, and what made them smile. And consistency, like because we're consistently doing that every night at the table, we're consistently making sure that we have fun. And there's so many small things that you can do to have fun right now. Okay. Number 5, be spontaneous. And I have touched on this a little bit. But, if you keep waiting for the perfect time, it's going to be too late. It's like if you're waiting for everything to be perfect before you launch a product, waiting for everything to be perfect at your house when you move into a new house before you can invite people over. Waiting for, if you buy a new car and you're waiting to get your number plates on and get the window tint done and get the stereo done and get your fluffy dice hanging off the rear view mirror. If you're waiting for everything to be perfect, no one's ever going to experience it. If you want to have more fun in your life, you need to be brave, you need to be bold, you need to take that plunge and just freaking do it. Don't wait for the perfect time, because it's never going to be perfect. There's always going to be something come up. Don't let the fear stop the fun in your life. If you learn a new skill, okay, it's going to be tough at first. You're going to fear it. It's going to be out of your comfort zone. But you're going to have fun learning a new skill. And think of all the fun that once you've mastered that skill, how much fun you're going to have. Changing your hairstyle. My goodness, I've had every length, every color. In September, I went from platinum blonde to dark, very dark brown. Change your hairstyle. You don't have to change colors. You don't have to be that bold. You could just change it from, having it straight to having it curly, having it down all the time to having it in a messy bun. You could part your hair on a different side. Going on a last minute vacation, that's fun. It's spontaneous. My husband and I try and do something sort of each quarter as a little mini vacation, or if one of us is away for work, we try and tee up with the other one so that we can spend a bit of time together. Have fun booking things spontaneously. Do something you don't normally do. Like we've just got this new it's like a date night sort of game where you rub off a task that you do and then you take photos. It could be like, baking a cake at home or going on a treasure hunt. We've actually haven't started using the book yet, but that's something that we got it for Christmas. So we're going to actually start doing that so that when we move, we've got some spontaneous things that we can do. So just sort of be spontaneous, like, hey, let's go to the movies, or hey, let's go for a drive and go to the beach, or hey, let's go for a walk. Let's just go out for the night, let's go and see a show. Just last minute things being spontaneous, because the most fun that we have is when things are unplanned. Like, I was talking to a girlfriend yesterday and she said, we didn't really plan to do anything on the weekend, but last minute we decided to go out and do this. And we had so much fun. Like, just because it wasn't planned. We hadn't planned to go out, and we just had the best night. Unplanned and spontaneous moments, because we're not expecting things, we don't have expectations, there's no planning, and we actually are more in the moment, and we're spontaneous and we're present and we have more fun. You don't need to plan everything and strategize. Allow some time and some freedom to actually have fun. Be dare and experiment. And you know what? The more you create it, the more you'll crave it. Okay, number 6, try new things. And we did just sort of touch on that, but speaking about that, spontaneity, trying out new things. So new things always bring excitement to life. It's like when you first start dating, it's, it's new, it's exciting, you're learning about each other. You're nervous, you're excited. It's just fun. And you want to create that newness, that naivety and in your life. And I'm not saying about trying new things that are going to cost a lot of money, because if you're blocking trying new things because of money, then don't, because it doesn't have to be spend a lot of money to go out, do something adventurous or try something new. If you just went for a hike somewhere, or went to a park or a reserve and just did a bushwalk, that doesn't cost you anything. You've probably got Netflix, or the kids have probably got Netflix. Sit down and watch a movie. That doesn't cost anything if you've already got it. Like, you've already got your subscription. Actually sit down and use it. Do some kind of scavenger hunt. You could set up a scavenger hunt around the house and just say, everyone's got to grab something that's yellow, or now everyone's got to grab something that's green, or something that starts with a P. Get your kids involved and have a scavenger hunt. Like, how much fun's that? Have a picnic, and you know what? You don't even have to leave home. Go and sit out on the back grass, lay down a rug or a doona, and have a picnic outside. Like, how much fun's that? I don't know how many times we've had date nights in our lounge room, sitting on the floor after the kids have gone to bed. They've been the best date nights ever. Rearrange your furniture. Oh my goodness, if I don't go a month without rearranging my office, then it's a miracle. I'm always rearranging my furniture, because I get bored in my office. Like, I'm here all the time. And I get bored. So I rearrange my furniture, and it feels like a new office. And my husband comes home and goes, oh my God, you have rearranged your office again. Yeah, because I'm bored. And it was spontaneous, and I moved it. And the same, like, in your lounge room, if you're bored and you don't want to be in there, like, when I get to the point where I get sick of being in my office, I move it around. When I get sick of my living room, I move it around. When I get sick of my bedroom, I might buy some new cushions, or buy a different throw that goes over the top to just change up the environment. Cook some new recipes. We've just been trying Marley Spoon and the other one, HelloFresh, just because I got bored of trying to think about, what am I going to cook, and I was sort of lacking time. So try some new recipes. Get everyone involved. Okay, number 7, stop being a perfectionist. How many times have we've started something we loved, and how many times have you seen, like, I've got a friend that she started doing like drawing and painting, and she's freaking amazing. Like, her work is amazing, but she just wants every piece to be perfect. And so she gave up for a while, and then now she's sort of got to the point where, you know what, it doesn't have to be perfect. I love doing it. It's therapy for me. It's creative. It's fun. It's just, that downtime that I need. I love it. And now she's starting to share her work on Instagram, and people are like, oh my God, that is amazing. So for years she gave it up because she just thought she wasn't good at it. She thought it wasn't good enough. And now that, Instagram's out there, she's posting the work, and it's like, oh my God, she's got this pineapple. And I said to her, this is amazing. And I've got to get this piece for my new house. It's a pineapple, but it is amazing. It's just amazing. I'll have to get it. And who cares if you're not the best golfer or guitar player? If you're having fun and enjoying it, and that's important to you, you don't need anyone's approval. You don't even need your own approval. If you're having fun, that's what matters. And you know what? With time and practice, you'll get better. You'll master it. And if you don't, it doesn't matter. You're having fun. And that's something that's really missing from our life, is that, we don't have to be searching for this big thing. It's the little things that can bring joy and fun back into our life. Okay, number 8, the last one. Have fun at home. We have been stuck at home for a long period, some more than others. And some of us have got young kids. Some of us just couldn't be stuff going out because we're out all the time through the week, and we don't want it on the weekend. And even if you're stuck at home, whether it's because you choose to, or because, you've got kids to look after, or you've got a husband to look after, or you've got parents to look after, or you're just a homebody, it doesn't mean you can't have fun at home. There are so many things that you can do at home. And I bet you can find at least one idea out of this list I'm about to give you that would be fun for you. Like, treat yourself to a spa evening. Like, I've actually got on my vanity in my bathroom, the eye pads that go under my eyes to get rid of my baggy eyes. I've got which I just bought from Woolworths for Christmas off the kids. I got those the 15-minute face masks that go on. I've got that. I've got my treatment for my hair. I've got my scrub, and I'm going to do a spa evening tonight. It's not going to cost me much because most of those were presents, and it's going to be fun. And a lot of the times I'll get my daughter involved. Starting a veggie garden or starting, some pots with some beautiful flowers in it. That's fun. Going out there, planting the seeds, watering them, watching them grow. If you're growing fruit and veg, picking them and eating them, it's fun. Try some new dances. Watch some YouTube. Watch some TikToks. My daughter's just started doing dancing with her friends, and they do all these really weird ones. There's one called like heels, where they're dancing heels. Another one's like sneakers, because I guess they dance in sneakers. They go because it's fun. They're doing dance lessons. Do a photo session. Oh my goodness, sometimes photo sessions, like my mum and my daughter will go on Snapchat and do all those fancy filters, and we have so much fun. It's free. Like, hello, easy. Cook a favorite meal. Cook a favorite dish that your mum used to make you when you were a kid. Hey, if you're cooking something that's really nice, why don't have some friends over, have a party. When's the last time you had a party, even just a dinner party? Have a couple of friends over, grab some friends and grab some drinks and, sit outside. It's fun. When I was packing up the other day, I found a whole heap of board games. There's this game that we bought years ago when on holidays with friends. It was Bop It. And, it says like spin it, twist it, pull it, and it's the most annoying game. So annoying. And we love it. And it's fun. And you can't help but laugh, because you always miss, like, you pull when you're supposed to push and spin or flip. It's annoying, but it's really fun. And just board games, you think, oh, my good board games. But, if you actually sit down and open it, I promise you'll have fun. We're so lucky these days that, we've got radio stations that play such a great mixture of music. We've got Spotify, we've got YouTube we can watch. Foxtel's got music. There is so much music that's available to us that there's no reason why you can't just put on some music and have fun. Just move your body. Just do stupid dances in your lounge room. Like, who cares? Go and sing in the shower. Instead of just sitting in the shower, they're boring, put some music on and have some fun. FaceTime your friends on Facebook. Do a group call, start up a group chat with your friends, watch some old movies. My goodness, we watched some amazing old stuff over the last sort of few weeks. My husband's always saying to kids, have you seen this movie? Have you seen 16 Candles? Go and watch some old movies that are fun. Go and play with your pets. Just, do some fun stuff with your kids. The easiest and simplest way to have fun is to actually just laugh, and even just smile. Like, if you're just sitting there and you're feeling really crap, just smile. And honestly, when you smile, you will feel so much better. And when you smile, actually, I've been trying this today. When you smile, you actually go to laugh because it makes you happy. And when you smile, you're happy and you laugh. So actually try that for yourself. Try that and let me know. DM me on Instagram or Facebook and let me know. If you just sit there and just smile, honestly, you will feel better straight away. And once you smile and you start consciously smile and you're consciously aware of your smile and your smile gets bigger, and then it turns into a laugh. Like, seriously, I'm doing it right now. Now, I've just given you 8 tips. I'm just going to run past them again quickly. So number 1 was to give yourself permission. Number 2 was to daydream. Number 3 was to change those boring routines. Number 4 was live in the moment. Number 5 was be spontaneous. Number 6 was to try new things. Number 7 was to stop being a perfectionist. And of course, 8 was have fun at home. Now, these changes may not be huge, but consistently spending effort to make your own life more fun will actually teach you how to have fun every single day. And by adding these small little things, small fun moments throughout the day, will actually make your days more interesting. They'll make them go quicker, and every aspect of your life and your relationships will improve. And that's a good thing. So that is it from me. If you love this episode, please let me know. Please share it. Please leave a review. Make sure you are subscribed so you never miss an episode. And you know what? I would love to hear some feedback from you. Have you tried any of these? Have you added anything? What did you do? What did you find fun? Did you try my smile thing where you smile and your smile gets bigger and then you start to laugh? I would love to know. Let me know. Until next week. See you then. Oh, before you press stop, thanks for listening to today's episode. And if you enjoyed this episode, do the 3 S's. Subscribe so you never miss an episode each Thursday. Shout out to your community so they can be inspired and empowered. And share. Share with me your aha moments and your takeaways. By doing this, it helps this podcast to inspire and impact more women globally so they can have a fulfilling life and business. I would love for you to connect with me on Instagram, The Sharon Cliff. And if you want to know more about me or how you can work with me, head to my website, sharoncliff.com.au. See you next time.